I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. Day 17. I finally met with my oncologist today, and I think I found the right person. First of all, I had wanted to work with a woman. Not to be sexist, I just like to work with women doctors when that's possible. So I did request a woman to be assigned to my case, and I think I got a good one. First of all, she took a call from her daughter. Her 10-year-old daughter had lost her library card, and she took a 20-second phone call with her to help her locate the card. And I was so happy that she was able to do that. It showed to me that she cares about life. She cares about the little things. She cares about taking care of her daughter. And it made me feel, not that I was part of her life. I mean, we met 10 minutes before that, but that I wasn't a case to her, that I was a life. She understands what it means to live well. And that just meant the world to me. I loved her for that. I also loved that she took a lot of time with me and with Christy, and she explained my cancer in great detail, using illustrations, where it's located, what the treatment would be, what the ramifications of the treatment would be, what kind of cells made up the cancer. She really spoke to my need to know, and she spoke with great authority, but she also spoke without condescension, and that meant a great deal to help my understanding, and also help me sort of bond with her and feel very comfortable with her work with me. And finally, she gave me an outline for a course of treatment that was almost, could have been word for word, that came from my friend David, who is an oncologist as well. And she, without me saying a word about what he thought the treatment ought to be, she fully concurred with what he said he suspected the treatment would entail. And that was extremely comforting to have two people who I trust. David I've trusted for a long time, but it made me trust her more, that they were in complete accord. So that was a very happy happenstance. She, the oncologist, also named my cancer. It is not colorectal cancer because of where it is located and the sort of cells that make up the tumor. It is anal cancer. And the ramifications of anal cancer can be quite severe. If one has to have surgery, one can lose function in that part of the body. And I think all of you who are viewing this will feel the same terror I felt if you contemplate that and loss of that function in your own bodies. So the course of treatment will not include, at least right away, surgery. It will include chemo and radiation to start. I get my port installed. It will be installed here next week. She also noted that there are some cells that they found on various other organs, including in my lungs, that are suspicious. They're not calling those cancer. They're calling them inflammations. And the hope is that the chemo will also take care of those errant cells. So I am getting a PET scan also next week that will hopefully give us more information on the said errant cells. And after that, I get to go on a long-planned vacation with some very dear friends. And that's going to be great for my mental health. I really need that break. I need to be around people who love me and who are fun to be with and will allow me to talk about cancer if I need to, and will not let the fact that I've been recently diagnosed with cancer define me or the vacation that we're having together. So that's a really good thing. I am still filled with trepidation about moving forward, but again, I'm comforted that two people I trust concur on a plan, and by the fact that we have a plan. It feels good to know how you're moving forward. Christy, God bless her. She is a goddess. Took copious notes, and as I predicted, asked the questions that I was too overwhelmed to ask. We went out to breakfast afterwards and talked through some of the notes, although I'm sure as I look through her notes, there's going to be more that I'm going to learn and remember and need to confer with her about. And I may do another video going forward about this visit with the oncologist in more detail. But as it is, after what was truly a quick breakfast, I left to drive directly home so that I could move my mother into her long-term care facility. And that was hard work. It was physically exhausting, and it was emotionally draining. I know that rationally, moving her into that facility was the only thing that could be done. I can't possibly help to look after her and go through cancer. But that doesn't mean that there aren't all sorts of other emotions that are just roiling inside of me, from guilt to relief. And, I'm sure that'll take time to work through as both of us adjust to the fact that she's living in a new home. Right now, however, I'm going to bed. I've said in many videos that sleep has been incredibly elusive since the diagnosis. And tonight, knowing that my mother is cared for and that I won't be woken up in the middle of the night to look after her, and knowing that there is a plan to move forward to get this cancer out of my body, I think I just might be able to get some sleep, which would be lovely. Good night.
If you liked this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.